Hello, my name is Tom Varney, founder at Clean Fortune, and today I want to talk a little about SEO and how it can impact a cleaning business website, whether that is residential or commercial. It can be a very important area to really focus on from day one. When we're talking about SEO, a lot of people do get confused as far as what it actually means and how you can implement certain strategies into your site based on recommendations from others, based on some things you've read. But I really want to just clear the air more so than anything else about what SEO is and why it's important for your business, and also what to look out for when you're dealing with vendors and people that actually sell SEO services. It's unfortunate that majority of people that have worked with a marketing company that have hired someone to handle their SEO for their website, for their business online, have been really scammed for the most part. Not even going to be not even going to lie about that aspect. A lot of companies out there sell things that may have worked 5, 10 years ago as far as service offerings, and what they actually do can actually be detrimental to your rankings, to actually being able to rank your website on Google, on Bing, on DuckDuckGo, and some of the more obscure search engines. But what we want to do is really just dig into what it is, why it's important for your business, and what are some real action steps that you can take starting today to be able to rank your website effectively in your local market for your cleaning business. So just kind of jumping right into it, one of the first areas you always want to focus on when it comes to SEO is architecture. So just backing up just a little, when we're talking about SEO, the easiest way to remember what to look for is ABC. So that's going to be architecture, backlinks, and content. So long as you know those three things, then you are in a very good position to be able to grow your business effectively. And you'll have a very firm understanding as far as what it actually is, how it can help you, and how you can actually start today as far as starting the process. So of the ABCs, the first, of course, is architecture. When we're talking about architecture, we're talking about the actual structure of your website, how the content's structured on it, how many pages you have, what type of code base are you on, how fast are page load times, the very technical aspects when we're talking about a website. Oftentimes, this stuff is overly complicated when we're referring to how to really optimize a website. If you're just beginning and you're just starting, my recommendation is look for uptime, look for speed, look for the ability to modify meta tags, and the ability to really optimize your site. Unfortunately, when we're talking about website builders, that is really not the case. There's a lot of website builders such as Wix or Weebly or GoDaddy out in the world where they provide a solution as a one-size-fits-all to entire markets. However, it is not best for your specific scenario. There are other companies that build custom websites for the industry. They can be very helpful. Website builders such as Wix, such as Weebly, are often not the best fit for really anyone. It is a one-size-fits-all solution that they have created to serve all the markets instead of one. One thing that I will say specifically about Clean Fortune, our cleaning website builder, is it is built from the ground up just for people in the cleaning industry. That's both residential, commercial, exterior cleaning, even biohazard cleaning. We have templates that are preset. We have a fully baked CRM where we're fully baked in CRM to our website builder that allows you to text, that allows you to send SMS, allows you to schedule right on your website. And all your leads that come in from your efforts, you can actually see them and communicate with them directly from your website. Unlike something like Squarespace or let's say Wix, you don't have that type of functionality. The only way to get that type of functionality is tying in other things that are more money. It's going to cost you more in the long run. And you don't have everything in one spot. You have multiple logins. You have several areas where you have to go to travel to get to this information. And if you're a small business owner, I know for a fact you already have enough logins. You don't need any more. So what we really want to do is consolidate all the things that make your business hard to manage online. Having additional logins and a different piece of software for every different function, it's not necessary. when it comes to scheduling, when it comes to sending over contracts to be signed, whether it's proposals, estimates, or actual contracts, whether it is sending out, again, automations based on certain actions people took on your site. Let's say you have someone's email and they haven't signed up yet, or they scheduled an estimate, but they had canceled last minute. You can create automations and add it to your process and your existing business processes to follow up with these people, to be able to get in front of them and not let them out of your funnel or out of your pipeline, and really nurture them. It'll make your conversion rates that much higher. Just adding 10% to your conversion rates at any stage can be dramatically effective. And the whole point of all this is to tie in both your sales, your marketing, your lead generation, and your actual team. That way, when a prospect schedules to have you and your team come out and actually perform the service, whether that's at someone's home or at a commercial facility, everyone's going to be synced up. Everyone's going to be on the same calendar. Everyone's going to be on the same page. And that's really the key to a solid scheduling tool. When we're talking about the contract tools like DocuSign, where you'll actually sign or have your clients sign on the dotted line for, let's say, a commercial contract for a proposal. They'll sign off on it. Instead of having some expensive software that's $50 a month or more when we're talking about DocuSign or similar offerings, you can have it fully baked into your website. All these documents are all contained. You and your sales team are right there. You can assign different user privileges where you have the ability to have your sales team can modify certain aspects. You can have your actual marketing team handling other aspects, and you can have full view as far as what exactly is going on. In addition to that, you can have access to reporting that's not often available when we're talking about these type of sites. So you can actually see your conversion rates. You can tie in Google Analytics so you can get more accurate reads on traffic sources such as Facebook ads, such as Google ads. It is one of those things where you get a fully functioning website and all the tools that you need to be able to grow your cleaning business all in one package. Versus having to go out and shop around for, again, the different softwares that we had mentioned that can cost several $100s, when you can consolidate all that under one umbrella and get the same functionality that you need to be able to both generate new customers and maintain them and keep them nurtured after they come on board. So it's just providing you a very robust tool set in addition to your website, instead of having to go out and find and search for all these different pieces to make a good solid machine that works. And once your website is done, once you have all these pieces in place, once you have your marketing machine built, it's really about transitioning from that point to running traffic. You need to get traffic to your website somehow. Now that can be from flyers, that can be from printed material, that can be from Google ads, from Facebook ads, from SEO. And SEO again is really the subject here that we want to dig into. And just reverting back, so long as your site is fast, so long as it's clean, so long as it's displaying the right data, as a local service business, you can be very effective as far as your positioning and relaying your message to your target audience, so long as it is set up properly. Again, that's what our cleaning website builder does, literally what we made it for. In addition to architecture, once we get past those specific pieces, you want to focus on backlinks. How are you, as a local service business owner, as a cleaning business owner, going to get people and other websites to link back to your website? When we're talking about backlinks, all you need to ever know about backlinks is it is one website, one authoritative entity, one authoritative entity out there, one company or one business or one website pointing back to you, to your business. You want someone vouching for you that is authoritative already. You want to borrow their trust. You want to have that trust and that authority transfer to your website. Now, this is where a lot of people get into hot water. Over the years, there were the Penguin updates where Google had actually crippled the businesses online for thousands to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of businesses because they were making too many backlinks. They were over optimizing their backlinks. They were making spammy links from, let's say, bad neighborhoods pointing back to their website. The day finally came, Google pulled out the band hammer and smacked everyone down. It was an unfortunate reality. A lot of companies literally went under because it took 2 years for them to come back and actually undo it or release a new iteration for Penguin. That was several years back, but same thing rings true today. If you get backlinks from spammy neighborhoods, from low quality sites, from non trustworthy sites, it's going to reflect on you. So just keep that in mind if any of the vendors that you're entertaining or are proposing their services, bring up the topic of backlinks. Be very wary. Be very adamant about checking the quality, or at least getting a list. Or at least getting a list so that someone reputable and knows what they're talking about can review it. Where are these backlinks coming from? Where are they building them at? If they're not from authoritative sources, you don't want them. All they're going to do is hurt your rankings. All they're going to do is hurt your business. And that is, as a business owner, the last risk you want to take when we're talking about a very valuable channel such as Google Organic or SEO or any type of search engine traffic. When we're on the topic of backlinks also, it's very important to acknowledge that no two are created equal. You can have two very authoritative sources, but one might be more relevant to your industry. One might be a local newspaper, one might be a janitorial association. Now, when we have apples to apples side by side, which one do you think is going to be more valuable for your business? Of course, it's going to be the janitorial association, more so than the local classifieds website where you can post your link and they can link back to you. Now, both are helpful, but as far as actual relevance, it's that janitorial association that is linking back to your site because they've been around a while, they are an association, they're an accredited organization, that type of thing. And in Google's eyes, they probably have a bit more clout. Now, when we're talking about local level rankings, this is where you want to have a diverse portfolio when we're talking about backlinks still. For the local classifieds or local newspaper, that can be very valuable links to have back to your site because it is local, it's local to your hometown. And due to proximity like that, you are going to have that relevance based on actual location, so long as the content on the page is relevant when it's linking back to your website. It's all these little things like this that Google looks at and they bake into their core algorithm that they use to display search results in the ranking. Another very important piece to keep in mind on the topic of backlinks, it's not exactly backlinks. So when we're talking about local services, we're talking about we are talking about local citations. Local citations are directory listings somewhere like PPP, HotFrog, Manta. We're talking about places like HomeAdvisor, Angie's List, Yelp, Google My Business, Facebook, any profile out there where you can add your business name, your business address, and your business phone number. Having these to be very, very consistent across the board and all match up is perhaps the most crucial thing when it comes to ranking a local service business such as a cleaning business such as your own. When we are talking about local citations, it's not a 1, 2, 3 and you're done. No, you want to get all of them. You want to have consistent information, constantly updated in all the places, all over. You want it to be across the board perfect. The more you can do that, the more you establish trust in Google to let them know, hey, we are here, we're around, we're on all the maps, we're on MapQuest, we're on the GPS units when people are searching on their rental car when they're out of town, or let's say they need let's say they need a move out cleaning and they're driving home from work. They likely have a GPS. There are many ways using local citations to get onto these directories and these listing services. That way your business can be recommended in those search results. Because again, not everything is Google. Different systems work off of different data sets. And being everywhere, being omnipresent, and again, it's a powerful words, being omnipresent, but being everywhere, anyone ever looks for your type of business in your area, if you're doing that, your competitors are not going to be able to stand a chance when it comes to marketing. You are going to outpace them. You are going to outclass them. You are going to do things that they haven't even thought of doing. So again, by hitting all those directories, you open up a lot of doors. You allow yourself to be more visible across a lot of different mediums that maybe your competitors have missed. And that can be a very valuable traffic source because you may be the only option or the only horse in town on those specific mediums. That also ties into Google search and SEO optimization on Google specifically. But again, Facebook is also a search engine. Amazon is also a search engine. There's lots of search engines out there. And if you type in a query, if you type in a search or a keyword somewhere to look for something, that's a search engine. So you want to be optimized for everything. And that's going to be having relevant keywords, having relevant content, and being in all the right places that are relevant to your business. On the subject of content, when we're talking about the ABCs of SEO for your cleaning business, content is key. Content is king, as they say. When we are discussing content, most people think about written content on your pages and things that are engaging and things like that. That is it to a degree, but at the same time, it's also having good, well-written, relevant content for your audience. Also, strategically placing your keywords that you want to rank for in your content. Not overdoing it is probably the biggest thing nowadays. You want to have just the right amount, just that perfect touch to, again, identify to the search engines that this is what we're here for. This is what the business is all about. You've come to the right place. You want to talk to us if you're talking about having your home cleaned or having your office cleaned in our specific area. And to do that, you need good writing. You need effective writing. You need to follow a certain list of rules, such as, again, not overdoing keywords, not stuffing keywords into meta descriptions or title tags multiple times. Again, there are just certain rules to follow. And we will be putting out a quick little starter guide for SEO, some things that you can implement on your website starting right now. Coming very, very soon. We're going to be dropping that content here over the next few weeks, or it might be a few days. It just depends on when we actually put this out. But it is something to keep an eye out for. We will have that launched, and we will, again, give it to members of our community, of our group at Cleaning Service Marketing, and on people on the list for, our company, Clean Fortune. So long as you follow this checklist, so long as you are keeping an eye out on these specific things, you will be well positioned to be able to do well on the content front. Now, so long as you have these directions, you do actually want to put the work in. You want to put the time in as far as writing the content, making sure everything's perfect, making sure you're following all the rules. There are certain tools that can help you with this on different website builders or different websites as far as adding functionality to look for SEO. Identifying how many times the keyword's used in an entire block of text or entire page. There are also some very specific, almost technical, it's border between content and technical or architecture, but it's still primarily content, where again you just want to avoid stuffing. There are certain scenarios like using titles in an Ahref link. Now, sure, that's going to be a little technical for most of you, but that's where you see links surrounded by actual text on a page, and then you see a link around a specific keyword. That's a contextual link. If you have a title tag in that, it could be construed as over-optimization. Over-optimization can have your site impacted by algorithmic updates such as Panda. Panda update is really looking at low quality content. It is looking at duplicate content. It is just looking at poor user experience when people land on a site. If you are using poor quality content to attempt to manipulate the rankings, Google will strike you down. They will take you out of the running for the rankings. They will reduce your position. When we are digging deeper down this rabbit hole of content, it's also good to have a good content strategy in place, so you're constantly producing new content. Another thing when we're talking about content is fresh content signals, adding new content frequently, making sure it's relevant to your audience and what they need. It's very rare that I see a cleaning company with an actual blog or a janitorial company, when that can be a very powerful strategy if you're doing it long term. Put out one article per week, even 2 per month is sufficient. Just put stuff out, get stuff out there. That way, when people are searching for that stuff in your local area, it's going to help. It's going to build credibility. It's going to build authority. It's going to build trust. And if people have established trust with you and your company, that's going to help you out tremendously. It's really going to make a huge impact on everything that you're doing when it comes to your business. Some other very interesting things when we're talking about SEO that can be very impactful for your business and what you're working on is just getting some good social signals. It's hard for search engines to crawl things like Facebook and Twitter in some regards when we're talking about private messages. Twitter not so much, but just having social signals out there, having links to your business, talking about your business, those social mentions, getting more reviews on Facebook, all those things add up. Google's looking at all those different trust signals, all those different factors, all those reviews, all those testimonials, and taking that into account when they rank people. They're looking for people and companies and businesses and websites that they can trust to display to their users. So as long as you keep that in mind with everything that you're doing, everything that you do for your business from day one, and keep it consistent, keep a very consistent user experience, and keep people happy. So long as you're doing that, it's going to help you out in the long term. You're going to rank very well. You're going to do, you're going to do better than your competitors. Some other things you can do, just when we're talking about SEO, as an overview, when we're talking about the ABCs of SEO for your cleaning business, is looking at what your competitors are doing. Look at their backlink profile. Where are they getting links from? Do they have partnerships established in the industry or locally with local vendors like real estate agents and so on? Do they have accreditation? Do they have links from those organizations that issue accreditation? Do they have a blog? What strategies are they using, right? So you need to understand the local market. How can you become competitive with them? How can you overtake them? And by having a robust strategy to take care of your local citations, your reputation management, your on-site SEO, your off-site SEO, and actually writing up your content, you can very well position your business to be super competitive and bypass your competitors. If you're a new business, it's going to take you a little longer, but so long as you follow the steps that we outline in our SEO cheat sheet for your cleaning business, or your cleaning business SEO cheat sheet, then you're going to be in a fantastic position to be able to rank, to be able to effectively move your business up the ranks in your local area. You can make literally whatever you want out of your business. You just have to follow very specific steps and then innovate a little and add to the content machine. It's not rocket science that we're doing here. It's tried and proven techniques that have worked for years and shall continue to work, because at the end of the day, it's all about providing quality. It's all about providing consistency. It's all about establishing trust. And so long as you can establish those on your website and make it very easy for search engines to crawl through that data, interpret that data, and display it, they will make your lives easier as well. You're providing value to their users, so they will grant you the gift of free traffic. And that's, at the end of the day, the point of SEO. We want to get out there. We want to get in front of people that are searching for exactly what you offer for your cleaning company, for your actual services, for everything that you represent. By taking this approach, you make things easier for yourself over the next 6 months to a year. It is a long-term strategy. If you're looking for traffic now, do not go the route of SEO. Do not focus too much on it. You need to focus on other mediums. Now, with that said, you still need a basic SEO strategy in place. And that is something that us here at Clean Fortune can help you out with. We can help you position yourself, come up with a blueprint, come up with a strategy to really be able to take your cleaning business to that next level. And first and foremost, we got to figure out where you're at, what you're doing right now. What are your competitors doing? How does the market landscape look? You have bad reviews that you need to take care of and address early on to make sure you get that negative feeling, that bad taste out of people's mouths when they go and search for your business. There's a lot of different strategies that need to be considered, and again, this is what we do. All we do is work with cleaning businesses, both residential, commercial, exterior. We work with cleaning businesses and only cleaning businesses. We are the only solution for cleaning businesses out there, period. We don't even work with any other clients. We will not take on other clients, no matter what. So I cannot make that clear enough. We understand the industry. We know what you need specifically when it comes to your strategy for SEO and growing your company and transitioning through those stages, whether it's day one, whether you're doing $25,000 a month, whether you're doing $250,000 a month and beyond. We have strategies for everyone at every stage to be able to accelerate your growth and be able to get you the results that you need to take your business to the next level and get that consistent growth and get the consistent lead generation machine working for you instead of against you. Be sure to keep an eye out on our Cleaning Service Marketing Facebook group to keep an eye on industry trends, what's going on. We have constant drops of content, webinars, interviews. We'll have a podcast coming out soon. Our website builder, will allow you to, go from nothing to something very, very quickly and have all the right tools at your disposal to be able to grow your cleaning company from day one. And then, of course, our marketing packages for Google Ads, Facebook Ads, LinkedIn, SEO, and so on will be able to take you from that level and beyond to literally as far as you want to go. It just depends on what stage of growth you're in, what you need to do, and how exactly we're going to get there. But again, we need to have a conversation first. We need to figure out exactly what's going on. Just like the doctor, you go to the doctor tells you, the doctor gives you some tests, and you figure out exactly what's happening with your body. Why do you feel bad, or Why is this happening? That's exactly what we're going to do for your cleaning business online and your current setup and your structure to be able to not only bring in more leads, but to be able to close them, to teach you, and show you how to create systems and processes and automation and all these different types of pieces and systems to handle this work for you so you can have a business instead of a job. And that's really what we're gifting here, is by means of technology, by means of effective marketing, we are giving you the ability to create a scalable enterprise in your local market for your cleaning business and to be able to completely take out your competitors and really just not give them a chance at succeeding because you are in their way. You will be effectively positioned to be able to win consistently. And that is our goal as a company as Clean Fortune, to allow cleaning companies such as your own to triple their revenue. So it's been a pleasure. My name again is Tom Varney. I am founder here at Clean Fortune, and I look forward to talking to all of you again very, very soon.